Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to the studio, my people. It is me, Jason Gooner, and we are back for another live watch along. This time it is EPL action, people. So you know it is our place. So we have the review show tonight, but I said, listen, we have some time in the afternoon, the early evening here. So let's do a watch along for the Arsenal versus Liverpool match. This when we first played them in match week 5, I believe it was supposedly the title battle match. And what a difference 16 weeks make, because going into this match, Liverpool are currently what, 14 points off of Arsenal in the Premier League. That's quite a turnaround from back then. But none of that, people. We're just here to watch the game, have a live reaction to it, give my thoughts as well on what I think will happen. But before we get the stream started, let's go ahead and get the information on the screen. The lineups are obviously out. So I just want to put those on the screen and tell you guys what's going on. Remember, this is YouTube. So please like, share, subscribe, do the things that help the people out there know that Jason Gooner is live. Was kind of impromptu. I made the thumbnail earlier today. So hopefully some of you would have seen it and know that we're coming live. But regardless, we're going to have a good time no matter who turns up to see it. I know that Arsenal is playing. Arsenal is a very popular team. So everybody and them auntie are streaming. And big ups to those who always stream the games constantly. You don't know that is a massive undertaking. If that is what you do, obviously, you know, my thing is a little different. I don't have time to really give all of my time to YouTube. So when I can, I turn up and hopefully we can have a good time. All right. So this is the team lineups today. Of course, at the Emirates, so Arsenal's team will be on the left. So we'll start with them. David Raya in goal. Very, very solid this season, barring the one or two moments with the ball at his feet when he maybe takes some risk. I think goalkeeping wise, shot stopping wise, has been impeccable for basically all of this season. The one thing I will say when it comes to David Raya, apart from the some of the sometimes mistakes with his feet, watch his positioning on free kicks, especially. Sometimes I think he maybe over relies on his wall. But yeah, just look at his positioning sometimes on free kicks. But other than that, Raya can't really fault him. Centre back pairing is there and ready to go. Gabriel and Saliba. You see both of them operating over a 7 in sofa score rating for the season. So we love that. And then the two fullbacks, Nkapie, Timber, both also very close to that 7. If they have a good performance today, you might see them jump over that 7 for the season. So defense looking solid, goalkeeper looking solid. The midfield definitely playing their best at the moment out of this entire season. Odegaard, Zubimendi, Declan Rice, Eza can't get a game. Odegaard, I usually cussing him saying, why I'm playing, why I'm playing. Have to give it to him. Last 3, 4, 5 games, really been probably one of the more consistent players for Arsenal. So Odegaard, continue to do that, my friend. Please and thanks. Still don't think you should wear the armband, but if you play like how you've been playing, I can work with it. Very, very good in the midfield of late. Zubimendi and Rice look like that partnership getting better and better and better. Then we're moving to the front three. Gyökeres, lowest rated player in the team by far. But there's a crazy stat out there. The man started 19 games this season. We win 17, we draw 1, and we lose 1. Interestingly, the one game that we did lose when him start was against Liverpool. So there you have it. There you have it. There you have it. So that is basically it. Saka on the right, Trossard on the left. I think those two players probably pick themselves currently, even though Madueke might be a little hard done by not getting more chances of late. I think on that left-hand side, Trossard has definitely been the most consistent player. So starting 11, I think the predicted 11 probably would look just like this. So no surprises on the Arsenal side as far as I'm concerned. Now let's go to Liverpool. The big talking point going into the game was Ekitike's fitness. And it doesn't look like he was able to make the starting lineup or, for that matter, the bench. So that's a big blow to Liverpool today. Obviously, they're already without Isak injured, and they're also without Salah, who is at AFCON. So they are a bit light up front. Now, defensively, they have pretty much all their options available to them, besides their summer signing, Leone. So their back four and goalkeeper, Alisson, Konate, Van Dijk in the center, Bradley at right back, had a good assist in the last game, and Kirkes, who still hasn't really solidified himself as the man around there, but he gets the nod today over Andy Robertson. My guess is the athleticism match up a little bit better with Saka. The last time Robertson came to the Emirates, he got mashed up for a goal by Saka. So maybe Slot having memories of that and decided to go with Kirkes. But again, Kirkes hasn't been the most solid when it comes to ball retention and just he's very mistake prone so far this season. So let's watch out for that as well. Gravenberch and McAllister. I think Gravenberch has been a lot more like what he was playing like last year, most of this season, barring that little time when he was injured. But McAllister, to me, is the one in this Liverpool team that has had a huge drop off from what he was giving them last year to now. So yeah, he needs to have a game more like last season than what he's been doing this season if they want a chance to win this one today, I think. It's going to be interesting how the front four plays out. I do think Frimpong will be on that right-hand side, but I think that Gakpo will more than likely play off the left, and Verts and Soboslai will be playing some kind of hybrid false nine midfielder type of thing in the middle. Now, I could be wrong, and it could be exactly what you see on the screen, but that's just my hunch that he's going to still play Gakpo off the left, and Soboslai and Verts will be kind of sharing the role of who is furthest up the pitch. That's what I could see happening, but let's see how it plays out. Let's see if my tactical brain is working like slot zone or not, or what you see on the screen is what it's going to actually be on the pitch. But let me know in the comment section if you guys agree with what I said about how Liverpool going to line up, or if you see something differently. Also, we are 7 minutes from kickoff, so please start to drop your score predictions in the comment section right now so we can know what go on. Who that we see in the comment section? Let's start to big up some people who have turned up in the building. Again, we greatly appreciate each and every view, and just show your appreciation a little more by smashing that like button as well. All right, so big up to Shatta NSC in the building. Busy and stressed out, I can understand, my boy. The man them are playing a party shop with your side. Liam Rosinia in the mix. Let's see how that goes for you guys. Lamar Williams in the building said, bless up Jason, just passing through to give your video a view here watching Los Blancos in Super Cup. Boy, may I tell you, that damn goal where Valverde scored, my gosh, what a strike. Yo, the man connect that ball there. They're showing back the free kick. Boy, a lot of people were blaming Raya on this free kick, but as I'm watching it again, it was just so well struck. The loop, the curve, the dip, the timing of all those three things. Boy, the keeper would have to made one of the greatest saves ever to keep that out. Yeah, man, but Soboslai, hopefully him don't have none of them in them foot today. And yeah, I think I'm going to stick with my score prediction that I had for the week. I said 3-1 to Arsenal. I do feel like Liverpool will find a goal somewhere in the game. I just feel like Arsenal have kind of shown, even in this run of 5 wins in a row in the Prem, that they're going to have spells in the game where the other team gets some chances. And I just feel like in one of those spells, Liverpool might get a goal. Now, the timing of that goal is going to be crucial. I do feel like Arsenal of late have been a much better second half team. And my hope is that the first half will, be somewhat cagey in some ways. I don't want it to be cagey, but I don't really want it to be too action packed in the first half. Just because we have been seeming to peak in the second, I would love to not only play better in the second, but also have higher intensity in the second. So I would love if Liverpool, if they happen to get the goal, which I think they will today, it comes in the second half, because I think by that time would have scored a goal or maybe two. And, it's a come from behind type of thing Liverpool trying to do against us. If we go down in the game, though, Arsenal have shown this season a propensity to react to adversity in game. So I'm not saying it would be the end of the world if Liverpool scored first. I just feel like their defense, their midfield, not going to be able to hold up today, especially when you look into like the second half, like some Martinelli, Madueke, Eza waiting in the wings to come and just inject something different and really apply that pressure in that second half. So I just think because of the options we have off the bench, the options they don't have off the bench, I like Arsenal to win this game 3-1 today. That will be my prediction from Friday. and I'm not going to change it today. So 3-1, I would love for my FPL if it could be a clean sheet, but my prediction is 3-1. My hope is a 3-0 to Arsenal, but I'm going to predict a 3-1. I'm not going to be like my good friend JD and give you 75 scores. 3-1, people. Let me put it. I will pin it in the damn comment section. Arsenal 3, Liverpool 0. Yo, where's it gone? Yeah, man, score prediction. So I'm going to pin that rotted. So it can't go nowhere. Score prediction that, people. So matter of fact, while I do predictions, let me put something there up. Teams walking out. So both forget the. All right, let me adjust this a little bit. Yeah, let's do it that way. Let's get the scoreboard on there, so we can know what go on in the game. All right, so people, smash the like button as I say. Don't know. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Red Skull say 4-0 or 2-0. All right, big up yourself in a Skull. Miss your Friday for the preview show, bro. Chili there ask where there. Yeah, man. Today again for the review. Talk about all the game them. Some mad games yesterday. Out of the 8 games, Newcastle game was a madness. If that game don't win best game of the week, boy, I'm mother shock. I don't know. I'll have the poll later. What was the best game for the match week so far, or for this match week? And if this game can top the Newcastle Leeds game, I wouldn't like that much excitement still, but that would be crazy. They say, nah, yeah, man, me know say I'm busy, you're busy or something like that, man. This is Arsenal moment to have one hand on the Premier League. Boy, pristine. You can put it that way. Me not gonna say that. I'm just gonna say this is Arsenal's 21st game, and it's another 3 points up for grabs. Me not gonna talk about no title, nothing. I'm a veteran Arsenal fan, and I understand that the league season don't end until game 38, sir. And until it's mathematically impossible, we don't have no hands on nothing. We just play football and I try win the damn league. First time in 22 years. Was having an argument with a Liverpool fan earlier today, you know. And them talk about this and that and say, how long gonna win the league? We say 22 years. And I say, you know the funny thing? All in our chat, if me win this year, in the last 23 years, you will have 2 trophies in this Premier League and I will have 1. For all the banter will love banter me, I just 1 more than me, you know, have cheese and peas. Arsenal will drop 5 to 7 goals, but will concede 1. What, boy, Hennessy? I would love a 6-1, 5-1, anything like that. Arsenal game to get revenge. Yeah. Look, one thing, you know, I hope people don't misunderstand what I say about I don't want the first game be too much of a track, the first half be too much of a track meet, because we know Arteta problem in these games is maybe playing too conservatively, but at the same time, I want us to kind of build into this game. You see the 4-1 against Villa. I don't want to play as bad as we did in the first half against Villa, you know. But I love how that game they were kind of just started somewhere and it just go up and 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 go up all game long. But I love a game like that today. But I just don't want the level start from so low like the Villa game, if you know what I mean. Yeah, man, humility works best, you know. It's not something that Arsenal fans known for. But yeah, if I'm me one, I'm going to change the narrative. Saka look serious. Hey, Skull, may I tell you the truth, you know. Saka is due for a goal. So I'm going to say Saka today, trust hard as usual in a big game. And I'm going to say the front 3 all get a goal. Gyökeres, when scoring about 10 years, he's going to score today. Watch this. Game kickoff, people. Long down the line, Timber win the first challenge. Second ball, Soboslai. Next ball, Rice. Yeah, man, kick it up the field. Oh, win that. Well done. Game scrappy early. Gravenberg finally get a few touch on the ball, but Arsenal pressing. initiating it. Let's see what the tactic is. All right, so they want to engage high. You see Odegaard pressing. Don't want Liverpool get any kind of involvement in the game. And as I suspected, people got put up against Timber on the wing. Verts playing that false nine. So I knew, I had a feeling. But let's see if out of possession anything changed. But it looks to me like Verts is the most central, highest player in the team. And Soboslai playing just off of him. Now in the press, it looks more like a 4-4-2, but Soboslai not engaging Gabriel, just letting him have the ball. So this is interesting. Liverpool doing like a mid-block style, not really coming all the way to, and now he engages Gabriel. But once that one engaged Saliba, the other one dropped to Zubimendi. So they're trying to, it's clear the tactic right now for Liverpool is to not let Zubimendi be a part of the build-up at all. Him can't touch the ball. So they just want Gabriel and Saliba to initiate everything. So let's see how disciplined they can be to stop that from happening. Because it look like that's what the man tell him. Yeah, man. Victor will get a goal, man. I tell you. Bless up, Logan. City a joke. Yeah, City a joke it out. Yes, I'm so surprised. I could see one draw out of the last three, but for them to get 3 in a row, very, very surprising. I figure right now they would be up 1 going into this game, and we have to win to get back the lead or draw if tie them up on points. So Anthony Taylor called 2 fouls on Liverpool in some kind of 50-50 challenges. So it looks like he wants to, lay down a marker for what's going to be a foul today. Let's see if him can keep consistency with that. Like when a ref start blow everything and then all of a sudden he make one play when it makes sense. First time Gyökeres touch the ball and kick it out of play. Was under pressure from Van Dijk, to be fair, but I've noticed he's very strong, but with his back to goal, it's like his strength go down. People always getting around him when him shielding them with his back to goal. But when he's running onto the ball and they're beside him or behind it, they can't get the ball. So I don't know what's different, but him just way more comfortable facing the other team goal. Which kind of strange for somebody him size will play on him play, but yeah. Allison to Konate. They go long in Capie against the speedster. Rain is pouring down at the Emirates right now. And that is off the foot of Frimpong there, throwing to Nkapie. That's a good physical battle there because Nkapie has the size for a centre-back, kind of. A little short for a centre-back, but not short. But he's very fast. Though I'm sure he's not as fast as Frimpong, but at least it's not a total speed mismatch over there. And then the strength that Nkapie have should, equalize it a bit. So I think that's not a bad matchup. As a matter of fact, I think Nkapie is probably a better matchup for Frimpong than Calafiori would have been, if that makes sense. But I think the key is McAllister. If him play or McAllister can play, Liverpool can be in the game just fine. But if McAllister give you a performance like what he's been giving you mostly this season, what the hell? Almost offside. I think Ryan will start try some madness from Shirley. See how close I am time-wise. I'm about 40 seconds behind, so we're not going to show that. I'll show the team sheet. People, like up the video, share the video as well. Let the people them know so we're there. Right now, I look on the rankings for the week, and if Arsenal win, it's going to be a good week for me. Pretty much everybody besides about 3 people, I think about 15 play this week, and 12 of them say Arsenal win. So Arsenal convincing a lot of the fans right now, it looks like. It's very rare when Arsenal go play Liverpool and not even one person go for a draw. So it look like the Liverpool fans them said Liverpool are going to win, and the rest of the fans them neutrals and Arsenal fans say Arsenal are going to win. Still 0-0. 6 minutes of play. See if I can move up my stream at all. Try sync it up with real time. Look like go back. Hold on there. Jump out. Hopefully no goal no score right now, people, man. I sort out my stream. Think it was lagging a little bit. So I just want to try and get it up to speed. Think when them play this ad before it starts, it take with a 15 second, so I think I'll always be about a good 15 seconds behind, but just now I was about 45, so I'm trying to just get it closer. Yeah, still about 40 seconds. There you go. That one's cleared by Saliba, throwing in front of Arteta for Liverpool. And don't know if the rain ball really affect too much. I mean, these pitches are so good with the drainage and everything. I mean, the carpet's still going to play like carpet. Kirk is with a loose pass looking for Verts. Forced pass there by Gabriel looking for Odegaard. Wasn't on, but it's going to be a throw into Arsenal. Liverpool in their chain strip, kind of like a creamish looking color with the red stripes. Arsenal in the home red shirt, white short with the red socks. Traditional. You're seeing it on screen as well. The home kit. So hopefully the man them don't pass the ball to me. Over the top. And that's too direct. Saliba was trying to find Gyökeres peeling off of Virgil van Dijk, but not accurate enough. Gyökeres doing what he does a lot, chasing. Now it goes wide. There seems to be a spearman for Liverpool right now in the build-up, but Arsenal is okay with it because it looks like they're looking, the trigger point is whenever it gets to one of the fullbacks, they squeeze. So they're really okay with Gyökeres and Odegaard being outnumbered by the keeper and the two centre-backs, as long as they have the close press on all the other players. And it's something that I always tell people about. Oh, well played. Gyökeres did something technical just now. Took it down and then played a one-touch pass out the ear. Got cut out, but it looked sharp. It looked sharp. Gabriel finds Odegaard. Interestingly, about 8 minutes into the game, I don't think Saka touched the ball yet, which is very rare for Arsenal. Here's Trossard for the first time, 1v1. Yep, he's going to twist up Bradley today, I can tell you that. And worse it rain, Bradley must fall down before this game done by Trossard shift. Ooh, Saka looking on point. Good curling delivery as well. Just the wrong person attacking it. You don't want Rice or maybe Gyökeres attacking that one, but Trossard was the closest to it. And this is the first bit of territory advantage for Arsenal here, extended about a minute now. They're in the half of Liverpool. Liverpool drop back. Good run into the space. Here's Timber. Couldn't quite get to the through pass to wrap his foot around it to get it towards Gyökeres, but that's good football. Poor line kept there by Kirkes. He was deeper than the rest of them. Left Timber onside, but Timber, like I said, just couldn't quite reach that one. Arsenal's press works here, battles it up, flicked on by Gyökeres, top of the box. Trossard can't connect it well. Headed out by Konate, second ball. Headed out by McAllister. Now Gakpo gets on it. Slices a clearance. McAllister tries to head it towards Frimpong, but it will fall to Nkapie, who will send it all the way back to Raya. And Arsenal will control again. Here's Saliba in his own half. So like I said, still the game kind of taking its shape now with Arsenal dominating the ball and pushing Liverpool back. It took about 9 minutes to get here, but this is probably what people would have thought the game would look like in the first half, or for most of the game, due to Liverpool current form and also just some of the pieces that they would have missing. They don't really have a focal point, so They can't really push back Arsenal right now. Odegaard on the ball, looking, probing, trying to find space, holds on to it, assessing his options. Still on the ball, Odegaard goes wide now to Saka. Saka 1v1. Here comes Szoboszlai to double up, and Saka wins the first corner of the game. And some of the rival fans will rejoice and say that is all we look for. But if you are good at scoring the damn, what the hell happened here? If you're good at scoring the set pieces, then wouldn't you want to get them too? You know what I mean? Here is Saka now. First delivery from a set piece. This would just be hilarious. Come on, Saka. This is like a penalty kick. Fine, Gabriel. Not a bad ball. Ooh, Allison in the crowd punches. And that's a yellow card to Trossard for sure. For sure, that's a yellow card to Trossard. Hold on, the people. Yo, horrible timing, star. Landscape of them forward. Deal with the yard. I have to show him something. So it go. We miss people. We miss. Saka run round people and can't find the cutback. Jaja. Just glide past McAllister like him not did it. Why? Oh, penalty? Penalty? Well, a red scholar say it, so I know if Breeze blew up on an Arsenal player a penalty, so. Oh, well played by Liverpool. Them just open up Arsenal for the first time today. Left side, Kirkes. Back post is wide open. Well done, Saliba or Gabriel, whoever that is. Well done. Well done. That was the first time Liverpool actually played the passes to break the pressure. But look at what it caused now going back the other way. Slat is begging his players to run back. Saka, Van Dijk, not tackling, just jacking. Saka to the far post. Ooh, no rebound. No rebound. But you can see the intent of Saka today. Red Skull, you weren't lying. The man's serious. Never get enough hype on the strike though. Kick it clean. Talking to kick behind the ball and kick it clean. That will give Liverpool some confidence that last play though, because the first time they make 3-4 pass and just get through that initial pressure and break the press, and they had good numbers going the other way. But one thing that it did immediately after that attack, Saka had a nice opportunity down the right, and Slat had to be begging his players to run back and get back shape. So, I mean, a part of Liverpool have to, one of the main things Liverpool have to do today, it look like, is whenever they do have success and break our pressure, make sure that that action end in something that stop the game. Don't just kick the ball to Ryan and make him catch it. Don't just let we intercept the pass and go the other way, because too many of those plays over and over are going to cause problems for this Liverpool team. And then second half, they don't have the subs. So maybe what I wanted is not really right, because I wanted a little control in the first half, but maybe it would be smart to try to make the game as amped up as possible all game, because they're light on the bench compared to we. So yeah, Saliba on the ball. Arsenal showing good patience, but Liverpool also showing the ability to follow players all over the pitch and man mark in their own half. But you can see that the shape is getting messed up and stretched at the moment. Here's Timber again. This time can get it. Ooh, it's a dangerous ball to the back stick. But Nkapie had it cut out. Here's Trossard. Trossard has support with Zubimendi. Doesn't use him on his left foot. Flicked up in the air. Gakpo heads it out as well. But now Timber on the ball. Drops it back to Saliba. Saliba looking for space, looking for an option. Still on the ball is Saliba. Saliba. Good patience from Saliba there. Now Odegaard. Odegaard back to Gabriel. Gabriel Zubimendi. Gabriel is literally halfway into Liverpool half. He's the deepest Arsenal player. Here's Odegaard now on the left side. Flicks it to the back stick. Well one in the air by Konate. Then Gakpo with the second header. Saliba finds Odegaard now orchestrating from deep. Saliba with a poor pass gives it away, but Liverpool don't really have the numbers to counter. Gravenberch now, they're trying a secondary counter, but they do get it out wide to Frimpong. Now back to Bradley. Bradley will reset, and there comes Gyökeres with the pressure. Good tackle from behind by Nkapie. No foul, says the referee. And that's a good challenge by Bradley as well. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal, and Taylor changed his mind. Relax, not. Hey, Trossard, you have a yellow, man. Relax, man. Stop look on the ref now, brother. Sure. You know Taylor want to make himself the star of the show, man. You just loud that, no? You have a yellow. Yeah, I hope somebody like Odegaard ain't that type of captain. I hope Rice go talk to Trossard and say, listen, brother, listen me. The only way I can make this game fuck up for you is if you get a second yellow today. So just relax. Odegaard. Liverpool showing a lot of respect, was dropping off, but it's working because they're limiting us getting chances with the way they set up. And I think it's conserving their energy, which I think they'll need to do today. But this one, they get played around. Now it goes wide in Capie. Wanting someone to make that line breaking run, but he wasn't getting it. So he resets it, come back to the right hand side. Now here's Timber on the ball. Doing a good job right now, Liverpool, of when the ball gets to that wing, just getting contact with that winger. And the players don't even want to really play it to Saka because he's so covered. And now here's Trossard up against Bradley. What can he do? Yep. Twist him up. Yep. Yep. Ooh. Good run from Trossard there. And that's a poor flick by Gravenberg. Good defending from Arsenal. Wouldn't let them get out. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal again. So that's twice now we have seen both wingers get to the byline and cut back. Not successfully yet, but we like to see that from early. I want them to get the confidence to know them can beat that man. All right. Give him back. Jeez, I'm just giving back. No Odegaard, man. Bumbo. Shit, man. The man is running dead full speed like that into space. Just play it back to him. Yeah, try to shift the man for. Liverpool getting some confidence now. Well, not even confidence, but Liverpool at least passing the ball, keeping it a little bit. Arsenal trying to condense the pitch, but Liverpool doing a good job finding the spearman. Now it goes wide to Bradley. It's going to be a 1v1 with Frimpong and, Martin Trossard is back. So it resets to the middle. Too much space for Gravenberg. Beats one, beats two on his right foot. Easily blocked. Trossard now goes long. Gyökeres against two players. Story of his life. And Liverpool control again. 24 minutes. Interesting match so far. Territory, Arsenal gaining an advantage, but Liverpool okay with that. Nothing, no big chance conceded yet by either team. Szoboszlai does well to get out of traffic. Wide to Frimpong. This is a true 1v1 now, but Trossard comes to help out. So back to Szoboszlai. He goes back to Konate. And now it's Liverpool's turn to play in Arsenal's half. Wide now to Gakpo. Didn't like it, so he goes back to Kirkes. Back inside now to Van Dijk. Van Dijk just plays it across to Konate. Konate to Szoboszlai. Now McAllister. Verts into the pocket. Flips it up. Well tackled by Nkapie. But second ball won by Liverpool. There's Verts again on the ball. Into the half space. Bradley. Back to Verts. Liverpool now taking it to a walking pace. Just rotating the football. Arsenal comfortable in their shape. Just waiting for a chance to get on the end of a miscontrol or a bad pass, but wanting to stay locked in. The defense right now has to stay focused because there's literally no one for Gabriel and Saliba to mark. So they have to make sure that they're paying attention to the rest of their other three defenders and not leaving the line too far, keeping those distances short, because that looks like a tactic by Liverpool. Let's try to pull them apart by giving them too many choices of who to mark. And this is well played by Liverpool. Bradley through the middle. Jeez, and peace, Saliba, what you doing? Goal. Off the bar. Gakpo. Blocked by Timber. Jeez, Raya. I mean, Saliba, what the Give me that, man. Get up. Yo, so where you kick with the ball for? Jeez, peas. Saliba trying to give away a goal there. Off the bar. Was a great chip. I don't know who tried that chip, but I don't know if it was Soboslai there, but that was a brilliant attempt. It might have even been Bradley with their chipping attempt. Hit the bar, fell to Gakpo. Gakpo shot blocked by Timber. So clearest chance of the game for us to Liverpool, and it was really Saliba causing it. Raya was coming out to collect. Saliba decided to play a pass back. Luckily, Raya saw it out in feet and clear it, but now Raya's out the goal and fell to Bradley, who almost chipped it for a goal. Frimpong to the back stick, and that's good defending by Timber. Very good defending by Timber. Let's see the replay again. It was Bradley who made the initial run, played through to Frimpong. Good covering, and then miscommunication. Oh, what a good try by Bradley, man. Unlucky. Unlucky. Very unlucky. Had the height on it and everything. Just didn't dip for him in time. So who is it? Yeah, so Saliba is telling Raya to talk, and Raya is telling Saliba to talk. But really and truly, in that situation, it's Raya would have to be talking to Saliba. So that's interesting that Raya, the first thing, maybe Raya was kind of saying, I need to talk, maybe, because he did have an expression like it was kind of his fault. I think he just thought that Saliba would have seen him coming in his bright yellow kit. But clearly Saliba never see him because he passed that back. The strength of the back pass would have made me believe Saliba think he must still on him goal line. So, or closer to it. So Arsenal get away with one there. No question. Very lucky. Trossard up against Frimpong, and that's poor. Good defending. Why are you fouling? Just don't foul, bro. Yo, Trossard, please relax. The Liverpool players are trying to wind you up, bro. You see Bradley going clapping in his face a while ago. Somebody talk to the man. I'm telling you, yo, we're not going to say me a madman, you know. But watch, I bet you Trossard getting a one incident before this half done. And Anthony Taylor loves to be the star. So him just a wait for flash and next yellow. Bradley don't think that was fair. Same chuck over. Let's see. Bradley don't like the call. But he never a bit too much hands and everything on the play. I mean, there was really no threat from him either, so he didn't need to do that. And you have now put your team under pressure. Rice with an in-swinger from a good area. All the big boys up there. The back four plus Gyökeres in the box. Saka as well there for any, scraps that fall. Odegaard and Trossard at the top of the box. So Timber is near post, everybody else runs in, and let's see the delivery. Too high on that one, straight to Alisson. Too much height on that one by Declan. Not his best effort at all. Would run down the flank, but that's going to go out of play. Was trying to find Kirkes on the release, but couldn't quite get that one right. Throw into Arsenal. So 30 minutes gone. Still 0-0. Liverpool coming the closest, hitting the crossbar after a mix-up around the back. With with Saliba and Raya. This one's played over to the right side. Saka with a good first touch. And Kirkes is all over the player, stepping all over his foot and ankle and everything. Jeez, peas. Kirkes, I'm not even going to make you start. Move. Get it now, Fowler. Watch out, man. My gosh. Stepping all on his foot. Yo, yo, that's painful, man. These modern day boots don't have no protection on top of your foot, side of your foot, none of them place there, man. One of those you can run off, but it hurts. They go short to Saka this time. Saka now, Odegaard over the top, blocked, cleared towards Trossard, and he'll just let it run out for a throw. And he throws it back to Zubi. Trossard back to Odegaard. Odegaard kind of being pressed, but not really. Just goes back to Raya to be safe. And they're telling Raya to calm down, which he does. He passes it to Saliba short. Zubi on the ball. Cuts back inside now, getting away from Verts. Drops it back to Gabriel. Now Saliba. Saliba back to Gabriel. Gabriel over to Saliba. Saliba cut the fart, no man. Now all the way back to Raya. Liverpool set up them team well, man. Arsenal still haven't really figured out how to progress the ball. I mean, it's a lot of side to side around the back. Can't really get anybody to beat this first or just get through this press. Not even press, or this block, I should call it. And now they go long and waste a pass, and that's going to run all the way harmlessly for a goal kick. So Liverpool at the moment will love how the tactics working. They're really limiting Arsenal from doing much of anything. I mean, most of what Arsenal has done has been just 1v1 situations on the wing, getting the better of a player. Those have been the most dangerous things Arsenal did. Yet to see like a 4 or 5 pass move that gets the attacking third triggered. You know, it's all side to side, cumbersome passing right now. So a good game plan by Slot to nullify what Arsenal want to do so far. I think they have to take a few more risks on the ball, Arsenal. It's clear they're not going to give them anything just by passing it around and moving them around. So it's going to take a few risk-take passes to kind of soften up this defensive shape. That's why the last play when we were attacking, I don't too mind the ball to Saka one time from the midfield to try to just change the pattern a bit. They need to continue to try to change up the patterns. Don't get too predictable. But you can see that's a good ball over the top for Frimpong. He's very fast. And he ends up. Did he hurt himself? Is he hurt? I am praying that he's. I don't want him to be injured, but I'm also praying that they don't. No, we're not kicking out the ball for what? Blood fire don't. We're not kicking out no ball. Go ahead. We're not for foul way. Yeah, man. Don't pass the ball neither. Go around him then. No? Ball, top of the box, Zubimendi. Give it to Rice now. Jeez, set him. Chop them. Goal. Ooh. What? What do want to kick out the ball for? What do want to kick out the ball for? Yo, I pray to God that Incapié never step on the man's foot. And I think that's what happened, man. So this could be looked at by VAR. Trossard, get away. Yo, let me see. Did Nkapie step on him? No, the man just turned him on a fucking ankle. Yeah, the man just plant in the ground funny and twist him ankle. Let me see. Mm, Nkapie's foot might have caused that, bro. Yeah, he stood on me. Frimpong say he stood on me. That me they worry about, man. I'm say, I know this guy is an injury prone guy, but looks like some kind of contact would have caused that. So Frimpong looks like he'll be able to continue. Just running it off. I think the Liverpool players were upset Arsenal didn't just put the ball out of play, but I mean that's a discretionary thing, you cannot expect every team to put out the ball. I mean, no team to put out the ball, really. It's a part of it. If you adjust your team shape into the box, I was too low that time. I think that was Gakpo at the near post. Here's Rice, beats one, cuts inside, beats another one. That's a good ball. Saka will keep this one in on the flank. Can he get a cross back in? He just drops it back to Odegaard. Odegaard decides not to cross. Saliba to the back stick. Here's Gabriel, wins the first ball. Second and third one by by Liverpool. And that's poor. And that could have been terrible there. Saliba cleaned it up in the end. Good ball to Nkapie. He has space as well down the left. There's no Frimpong on the pitch. Still going to run at them. Don't lose the ball. All right, well played. Well played, Nkapie. Well played. That was a good ball by Declan Rice, but nobody. All right, Gyökeres. Bro, this guy in anticipation for a striker, man. He's not alert enough, man. Always seems to be blocked off when it's time to be making a run. Adjust your position so they can't just stand in your way. Damn. Timber. Gabby's hands up, wants more movement, wants something. Not coming, so he goes back to Timber, back to Gabriel again. Zubimendi getting into space. That's switched over to the far side. Saka. Kirkes closes it down quickly. Played to Odegaard's feet. He drops it back now to Saliba. Saliba into Timber. Timber on the ball. Over to Gabriel. Gabriel. Trossard is in the middle of the field. Give him the ball. That is the half space we need to find, man. And I tell Zubi if you don't go there, so. Come on, somebody in the middle space now. Right there, so. Frustration right now. Arsenal can't create. All right. Yeah, man. Somebody drop in that space there. Even if it's even for drop it back right away. Just make that space. Make somebody go in that space there. Well played, Gyökeres. Well played. Keep it. Yes. All right. Move the ball. Move the ball. Move the ball. Move the ball. Switch it now. Switch it now. All the way. Yeah, man. Circle it over yourself. Half space. Anybody? No? Saka foot. All right. Team by your hand side. Good. Saka. What a ball, Saka. Good back post. Yeah, right. He ain't running past Declan Rice. You mad? No. Don't play that ball. Don't play that ball. Good. All right. like the control again, but need to see some end product from this control, man. Good turn, Saka. Saka on the ball, still trying to beat too many though. Should have found a way to release that to someone. And Taylor stops play for a foul on, I think it was Kirk's. Man probably telling Arteta to stay in the damn technical area. Well done, Arsenal. Oh, don't ever see. It's like they're not trained to see a centre forward making a run quickly. Because every time we win the ball in the middle third, Gyökeres makes a good run. And it's like I don't know. Our brains just don't look that way. Van Dijk goes long. Get up, man. Nah, yes. Arsenal players master the art of that, brother. Man, lean by you when you're about to jump, man, and drop perfect timing, make it look like a clear foul. Gyökeres. Move, Saka. Oh, well done, Gyökeres. Good reverse. Somebody. Goal! Trossard would have been onside if he could have redirect that, man. Good reverse pass by Gyökeres there. Timber. Boy, it's about 4 times Timber get behind the defense over here. Trossard get contact on that, man. Well played. Timber. Back to Odegaard. Recycles over to Gabriel. Gabriel with acres of space. Probably telling, I'm sure the crowd saying shoot, but no. Oh, well played. Jeez, I'm Saka shoot, no man. Get up. Oh, get away, Timber. Timber, just get away. No yellow card needed. That was good football from Arsenal. Gabriel, Odegaard, one touch rise to Saka. Saka shoot. Good defending for once by Kirkes. I don't know, man. Look like Gakpo just jump over the man. That's good play from Soboslai to break the press himself, basically. Pass it to Allison, moved into the space, and no one could stop it. Push, Gyökeres, push. Jeez, I should have gone from before, brother. So Liverpool is definitely working out the press better than we are against them. Because they seem to turn their passes out of the press into a decent looking attack. We haven't really been able to do that. Odegaard got hit in his head, and I think Odegaard shielding himself hit McAllister in the ribs. Both of them feeling that one. So the right hand of McAllister hit Odegaard in the head, and the left hand of Odegaard or left elbow of Odegaard looked like he hit him in a rough spot by the rib cage on his side there. But Odegaard is up again, and McAllister is down still, and it's an Arsenal kick. We're into injury time though, so this one pretty much almost play out the 2 minutes. So I'm have to go check for Muffin Star. I'm lock up Muffin in a room. So Muffin make up a bag of noise while I stream. So Allison is the highest rated Liverpool player. Gravenberch next. highest rated Arsenal player, Declan Rice, which follows the trajectory of the season so far. Here's Saka. Timber under pressure. Can he play out of it? Yes. Well played, Arsenal. Well played, Arsenal. But that's too much for the first time. They had Timber in and just put too much on the pass. But it's clear they want to outnumber. They don't want to get outnumbered in the Saka area. But I think they're committing too many players to the ball because Timber keep being the outlet. Once Saka goes inside and makes a run inside, Timber is making that third man run. It's really messing up Liverpool on this side. But right now it has been a bit too tilted to Saka's wing in the last, I'd say, 20 minutes and a half. But halftime 0-0. So the clean sheet still intact for both teams. But Liverpool, it's fair to say, came the closest when Conor Bradley hit the crossbar after a defensive mix-up by Saliba, and Raya almost gifted Liverpool the lead. But it's still 0-0 at halftime here. 49 points currently is what we'll get to. 6-point gap over Liverpool, over City and Villa. But I'm sure Gunners and the fans in the stadium, myself, Arteta, every player, they want to get 2 more points than what they currently would get. So second half will be interesting. We'll see how the teams come out. Arsenal, as I said earlier in the stream, they have been a second half team definitely this season. So that's the one silver lining, I would say. We have been a team that improve after halftime, so hopefully that continues today and we see a better display in the second half. I don't think it was terrible in the first half, but I do think that we took a bit too long, in my estimation, to really figure out, the best ways to attack how Liverpool was playing us. But eventually we kind of got a firmer grip of it and it looked much more comfortable. To be fair, I'm criticizing Arsenal and they did not have a shot on target in the first half. No, they did have one hit the crossbar, so very close, but not quite a shot on target. Arsenal on the other hand have 2 that have made Alisson have to do some work. But yeah, the stats overall, you see the expected goals, both teams under 0.5, so definitely the defenses are winning so far. 6 shots to 3, 2 saves for Alisson, none for Raya, yet 2 corners for Arsenal. Can't score from them though. 1 more tackle for Liverpool. Arsenal have the 1 yellow card that was Trossard early in the game, breaking up a counter-attack play. Shots on target, as I said before, 2-0 in favor of Arsenal, but Liverpool did hit the woodwork. That Conor Bradley shot. Arsenal have had 4 of their shots blocked. So they're attempting, not getting off all of them. You see the passing map or the percentage of where the ball has been. So a good portion of the game played in Liverpool's defensive half, and a good portion, the most portion of it played in Liverpool's defensive third. So definitely territorially Arsenal with the advantage. They are winning the duels battle as well, 60 to 40%. You see the breakdown between ground and aerials there. And dribbles, Arsenal have attempted 6 more, but Liverpool in their 1 dribble were successful. Arsenal doubled them up in entries, so that's what 31 to 15. 31 to 15. But in the final third, see Arsenal have almost 100 more passes attempted and 70 more completed. So all that territorial dominance, you want to see a team with a much higher XG than 0.30. So Liverpool will be totally happy with that. They know one good counter-attacking action where Arsenal put too much up front, they can nick a 1 goal and take the lead in this game. So, and defensively, they look solid so far. Barring a few times, Trossard once down the left, Saka once down the right. They were really unbalanced by the winger just getting the better of their player. And then 3 other times, Timber, as the third man run, was getting in behind down their left-hand side. So those are the things they need to avoid. But I think Arsenal, like I said, from what I've seen lately, they seem to go up a notch in the second half. So hopefully that's exactly what we're going to see in this second half coming up. You see the teams so far, highest rated player for Liverpool is Alisson. Highest rated for Arsenal is Declan Rice, but Zubimendi is close behind. Gravenberch, I said McAllister would be a key. He's at 6.6, and I think that can be a part of the reason why maybe we don't see any shots on target for Liverpool yet. But he needs to continue to try to influence the game even more. Because I do think Rice and Zubi have to be saying they would have had the better first half than Gravenberg and McAllister in that midfield. Soboslai and Odegaard, I think both quiet for their standards. Bert's having a decent stats, but not really seeing him in the game as much as maybe he would have wanted. But he's a ball retention beast, so 90%. They like that. Gyökeres with his customary low 6 rating, 7 touches in the entire first half. It's been a problem for him. A lot of other strikers have those low touches, but the difference is they'll have 2 goals as well with the low touches, Gyökeres not scoring the goals makes it difficult. He is occupying those 2 centre backs. That's one thing he'll give him, but Arsenal is not utilizing that space in front of those 2 centre backs enough. All the attacks have come, outside the width of the 18. We need to try to vary that and get something going through the middle in that half space. Need to figure out a way to play a little bit more in between where Gravenberg and McAllister are set up and find that space in between them. When they stretch and go to the wingers to support, that's that half space right there. And you can see where Anthony Taylor is standing in this replay, there's no one there. But we're all on that last line. Somebody needs to drop off and get into the half space. So that to me would be what I would be showing the team. Draw that box where you see the 5 Liverpool defenders when they're in their low block, plus about 4 or 5 Arsenal players in that same line. 1, 2 of those Arsenal players need to drop into that half space, just in behind McAllister and Gravenberg, but just in front of the back 4, back 5. And that is where I think Arsenal can find joy. But if you notice, every single attack at half, down the flanks, outside the width of the 18. That is where I see the spaces. Inside the width of the 18, from the middle third right into the edge of the attacking third. That's where Arsenal are going to find joy. And as you can see, in that area where I'm talking about, just into the attacking third, central of the width of the 18-yard box, that is the lowest shaded area in the game. That means we're barely getting the ball there. You see the flank have a darker light. The right flank, of course, have a big dark light. And we're playing centrally in the middle third. But when we get to the attacking third, we cannot do anything centrally. And I think that's what's really going to unlock and give those wingers that 1 extra second to make a decision and really create something that's going to change the game. Right now, it's all in front of Liverpool when it gets wide, and they can adjust and set their double teams. And we need to change that. If you notice, when we got joy down the flank, it's 1, 2, 3, and we're behind. It's not a lot of prodding and taking your time when we get in behind. So just pick out the things we did well and improve on the things we didn't do well. Obviously, that sounds simple, but I think I've broken down, for me, attacking-wise, for sure, what we need to improve. We need to find a way to unlock that. Right in the attacking third, in the central areas, someone needs to drop into that half space in front of those centre-backs. Because Gravenberg has been, caught away from those centre-backs in certain attacks, and I really feel like that's where the space is. But Liverpool knows, everybody knows, Arsenal wants to get the ball to the wide areas when it's in the attacking third, and I think we just need to vary that up just a little bit. Why did Zubimendi move when Saka had the ball there? Just stand still, man. Saka, try, brother. But you see the difference on the bench, though. I mean, really and truly, Curtis Jones, Robertson, Gomez, and Chiesa. I mean, the main players there, 4 players. Everybody else kind of pretty young. Ramsey, Nione, Mengomoa, even though he's a good baller, he's young. And they had to put 2 goalkeepers on the bench. Difference with Arsenal now, Ben White, Skelly as defensive options. Norgard as a deeper line midfielder. Then you have Merino, Madueke, Gabriel Jesus, Esa, and Martinelli waiting if need be. So clear advantage to Arsenal bench wise. So I expect them to really try to turn it up this half because Liverpool just can't keep up with the numbers. It's just not going to be possible. Liverpool crying so much foul. Yeah, man, the ref is a madman, man. I tell you the truth. I think Eze could play in this game. Yeah, I would give him a game as well. I think he was very effective when he came on at Anfield and he was playing off the left that day. It's going to be interesting. The coach, very rarely does Odegaard come off unless he's just injured. So if he does play, it would be interesting to see because Martinelli usually does well against Liverpool, typically has scored some goals against them. So we'll see what he ends up going with if he goes to Eze off the left or if Eze plays, he's going to play central where Odegaard is or even sacrifice one as Zubi or Rice at some point and bring Eze on. We've seen Eze and Odegaard play together before. It never really looked the best, but we'll see what he ends up going with. But decisions definitely to make for this coach. Yo, let me go and check and make sure that everything good on home base. I'll try to return before the second half. All right. Don't go anywhere, people. Jason Guna, this is Jason Guna TV. Keep supporting. Smash the like button. Drop your comments. I will get to them as soon as I return. All right. So let me just put this ad up, and I will be right back. Mic is muted. Let me turn that on. All right, we are back. Bless up, float. Bless up, bless up, bless up. I go on my G. There for knock off on the head, you know. Knock off them head. But right now it's a stalemate. But I have a feeling there'll be fireworks in the second half. Of some sort from somewhere. I just hope Anthony Taylor don't spoil the game. I don't want this game come down to where I talk about ref. Just let the team do what I'm supposed to do, win the game. And if none of them do nothing for win the game, let it draw. But please, Anthony Taylor, don't make it be about you today. I'm begging. Let's make the man and play the game. So Liverpool trying to get a foothold in the territory. This one will be a big switch over to the right-hand side. Frimpong, good first touch. 1v1 against Nkapie goes central. Arsenal in a good defensive shape now, though. And that's, oh, Saka almost cut out the pass, but it found Kirkes. Kirkes into the middle. Verts in the box, quick feet. And is that a foul? And Gabriel is trying to pick him up, but he doesn't want to get up. Let's see the replay. Verts was going through about 1, 2, 3. And then Trossard actually was the one who stepped in, gave him a body barge, but didn't really foul him. That would be harsh if a penalty is given for that. I think Verts kind of knew he was a bit running out of things to do. So just decided to take a touch and go down. VAR did check the game, check it, but it has been cleared. Pretty much figured that would be the case. I think even the most diehard Liverpool fan would say that would be a bit of a stretch to get that penalty. But you never know. There might be some out there saying that the refs want Arsenal to win. That's brilliant from Gyökeres down the line. Here's Nkapie trying to get the better of Frimpong. Don't foul. Don't foul. Ooh. Good shielding by Konate and Frimpong. In the end, it's a goal kick to Liverpool. I'm sure that the Liverpool players will be aware of Trossard's temper. And I could see them trying to wind him up at some point. So Arteta hopefully, and a lot of the coaching staff spoke to him and just said, listen, just keep your head. He is a player that I worry about when he's on a yellow. I'm going to be honest with you, because he gets involved in things with players and refs and just, kind of puts himself in situations that can be troublesome if you're on a yellow. So hopefully he can keep his cool. That's a good ball to Gakpo. That's a good ball looking for Kirkes, but good coverage from Arsenal there made the angles not the easiest. And once you do that, the pass has to be very precise. It was a bit too much power on the pass. Goal kick to Arsenal. But at the minute, it must be said, both teams kind of canceling each other out. I mean, Arsenal do have the edge in possession and territory, but they're not really doing much with that possession. As I said, both teams under 0.5 XG for the first half, so not that much goal mouth action. The best chance coming from a mistake by Arsenal that fell to Bradley, who did really well, unlucky to hit the crossbar with his chip. Here's Saliba. And again, Liverpool, their setup is really good. We cannot connect passes. Once we get to that middle third, the pictures are not clear enough. So Slot did a good job making this game plan, that is for sure. You can tell we don't really look comfortable on the ball. And this is where we look most comfortable with the ball, in our own half. So let's see what Arsenal would have started to do differently to try to break this pressure down. They've gone long, lost the ball. Good turn by Gravenberch, and he's fouled by Rice. But definitely a tactical chess match right now. Over the top and easily dealt with by Arsenal. So it's almost like both teams are just comfortable in this little back and forth of passing. Let's try a long ball over the top. It doesn't work. You try it. And it's just been that back and forth for these 5 minutes. Arsenal go quicker this time, long towards Saka, and that will go out of play easily. Throw into Kirkes on that left flank in his own half. So Arsenal will try to lock them into this side of the pitch, shrink the pitch. Flicked on. Saliba can't win that one, and this is danger. And Nkapia showing his speed, he gets back. Frimpong is that outlet with the speed though over the top. He was the furthest forward on that last play. Nkapia did well to stay with him somewhat. Good ball into Frimpong. He wasn't interested in looking at the goal, but maybe if he had swivel and took a shot, he could have got on target. Not really his game though. More a facilitator in the box than a finisher. And then Nkapia trained as a South American to clear the ball. No matter what. Liverpool back in possession. Liverpool doing a good job of providing an extra player on whatever line they're trying to break. So you see Soboslai coming to the pocket. If he didn't get it, he would come out of it. Wirtz would forward. McAllister and Gravenberch are already there, but they're doing a good job of adding that third player. That's what I think Arsenal aren't doing as well as them. They're blocking out Zubimendi and Rice, and we're not adding that third player to break that line. And Liverpool getting more and more confident as the game goes. Over the top, Bradley couldn't bring that one down. Van Dijk telling Alisson to just go long. Can Arsenal get on the football? Here's Rice. Still on it. Looking for a pass. Find Zubi. Zubi central. That's good from Saka. Create an overload, man. Come to the central. Jeez. Oh, played one time. Just one time. Well done, Trossard. Oh, leave it for Saka, please, Trossard, that pass would have perfect. If Zubimendi ever leave that, or just pass it softer. Good run by Zubi though, because that extra run there. But you see, the soft spot is there in the middle. If the winger get it and cut inside and attack that space, that is there. But it all came from Gabriel taking a risk and running the ball forward. Nkapia looks like him finally break down to Rati. The man play 100 games in a row. And he's going to come out before I get the clean sheet points. Fuck! Arteta, let the man play some more, no man. 5 more minutes. Looks like he'll have to come after Ross, man. I hope him don't have to come off. And that was probably the sprint to catch up with Frimpong a while ago, man. It looks like they're not going to take a chance at all. Skelly is coming on right now. The board is already up. That is the curse, man. When you have a defender playing in a team that don't concede and the man come off before 60 minutes, it's the FPL curse. Bumbuckler, man. So bullshit start. Man come off before the 60 minutes. 2v1 this, man. Well done, Saliba. Well, Skelly is not nearly as good of a defender, so let's see how this play out now. Hopefully you won't have to do too much defending. I think he can help us in the possession because he can provide the extra man now in that midfield area, which is the part that's going to be good for us when we have the ball. This is well played by Liverpool, though. They're doing a good job of stretching the field enough where the press can't really be effective. And they have a big space through the middle. Arsenal did well to block that pass to Gravenberg. Jeez, a peas. Should have gave Kirk his youth. Selfish. Got protect too long a while ago. Bradley. Frimpong. 1v1 for the first time with Skelly. No, him want to go down the flank, you. Jeez, Skelly so slow. Why it take you so long to start to run when the man do the little move? If I was Liverpool, I exploit that matchup, brother. I don't think Skelly afraid of his pace. And Skelly is not fast enough to keep up with him just push and run like that. Odegaard looks like he's tired of not having the ball. The man just a chill. Him just pass around him easy. It's a good spell from Liverpool last 5 minutes or so. Soboslai switches the play. Van Dijk all the way up into Arsenal's half, as well as every Liverpool outfield player. Wide to Bradley. Bradley thought about a cross back to Sobo. Inside, Konate to Van Dijk. Van Dijk in acres of space. Wide now to Gakpo. Gakpo goes back to Verts. Verts to McAllister. Very patient build up here into the middle. Soboslai with no room to turn. Goes back. Wide now to Gakpo again. Facing up his international teammate. Timber does well. Easily wins that one. Van Dijk does well to control the header back to McAllister, and they'll come back again. I can't hear the crowd, but I'm sure they're not totally pleased with what's happening in this current minutes, last 4 or 5 minutes or so. Liverpool definitely gaining confidence, territory, look more comfortable on the ball as well. We're not really breaking up the play as fast. Gravenberg. Just controlled, measured build up here. Just making Arsenal keep their shape, stay. Come on. Foul Zubimendi. Why? Yes, that's a foul. It's a fucking foul. What the fuck you arguing for? You fouled him. Such a needless foul, man. Needless. And this is very close to where Soboslai scored the goal from, brother. It might be a few more yards further, but it's the same angle just about. And him can strike it from here and still beat the keeper. Him have that much power in him shot. It's the same thing. It's central, so I'm going to have both sides to choose from. The wall will be to the right of the keeper, just like the last time. And I know Raya remembers this free kick. So the whole crowd, everybody, the wall, Raya, the Arsenal fans, the whole of we remember this free kick. So he could switch it up and go to the side where Raya closer to. That would be smart. But let's see. Can he get it up and over the wall? You know he has the striking ability. And he's far enough from the goal to get full power on it. Here's Soboslai. Looks good. But it's knuckled way wide. Had the power, but definitely not the direction this time. I think the ball just knuckled on him. Didn't get the control on it at all. Gabriel on the ball. Being closed down. Gives away the ball. And that's poor from Arsenal. Can't keep the ball for more than 30 seconds. Odegaard pressing alone again. Gyökeres, you know, see how the man press hard. Press with him now. And Van Dijk takes no chances. Gabriel wins the first ball. Second ball, Van Dijk wins it. And the second ball again won by Gravenberch. Good ball over the top. This is going to be problems for Lewis Kelly. 1v1 with Frimpong. Frimpong on the ball. Plays the top of the box. Somehow it ricochets to Soboslai on the ball still. Looking for a pass. Goes back to Van Dijk. Actually, that's Gravenberch. Here's Wirtz. 1-2. No. Soboslai top of the box. Good block by Gabriel. And then Arsenal can keep giving away though. And again, Liverpool is dominating the last 10 minutes now. We cannot get the ball. This is a good spell from Liverpool. And they're just overloading the middle area. Declan Rice feeling his hamstring, his left hamstring. So let's watch that. He's had a lot of games of late. Trying to steal this one before the FA Cup where he can get some rest. Ross. Gakpo just murder Skelly a while ago. So it looks like Trossard for Martinelli. That's expected with the yellow card. And Trossard has been really quiet second half. And it looks like a like for like up top as well. Gyökeres will come off. Another game, no goal. No big impact. But he started. So I think Arsenal should win based on the stats, right? So let's see if Jesus can be the answer. I think it will help with that area I'm talking about in front of the back four. Because Jesus will not stay on the last line like Gyökeres. And Jesus has played well against Liverpool in the past. So let's see. Jesus on the ball right away. Bradley trying to put the pressure on him. Can't catch up to him though. But Kanate did help him out and they play out of the press. Martinelli chasing back. Good. Does well not to foul. Gravenberch is just so good at turning off of people, man. Damn. What play by Liverpool, and he's in. Cutback is on. But well played, Declan Rice. Got in the way of that one. So you kicking that too? Who the kicking that to Declan? Frimpong should have done better there, to be honest. I mean, Wirtz was open for the longest, but you just waited a split second too long to play the pass. Kind of ran down the angle he had for the cutback. You got to play it early so you can run into it. Don't play it when him reach. But Liverpool growing in confidence. And it's almost like the game model has flipped. Arsenal now is the defending team. And that's the areas where we can't get close enough. Soboslai, Gravenberch, all in that half pocket getting the ball. Rice turning around when the better play would be to go forward just now. But I think that was by design. Arsenal just want to get on the ball. Here's the difference now. Odegaard dropping deep of the three midfielders to try to dictate the play. Rice is just literally taking a minute to get his breath. As I say, he was feeling his hamstring before I thought I saw. So let's watch that. Over the top, looking to Martinelli. And Frimpong has done something to Martinelli there. He goes down. I don't think Martinelli was ever getting that ball. Van Dijk is saying, no. Arteta, put your hands down, bro. Arteta, put your hands down, man. They don't have to kick the ball out. We didn't kick it out when they had it. No. So come on, fear is fear. If we played when their player went down, them not to take it out when we go down either. And don't just give away a foul either. Defend. I know somebody down with a head injury, so I'm have to stop the game. Saka got hit in the face there. Martinelli is still holding his calf. See the replay. He stepped on his foot running back to the ball. But it's one of those where he'd probably do the collision motion. And I don't think he would have called anything. But Martinelli looks like he's still struggling from that coming together there. Man, I left Martinelli alone and I check Saka first. Levels. Martinelli injured first and them run on the field and run to Saka. And one of them change course and start go to Martinelli. Wow. Yeah, I think the Liverpool players making the same point. That in the first half, when our guy was down over there, so one of us play the ball game and never kick it out. So no star. It's gonna be a drop ball, it looks like. And they're trying to figure out who gets the ball, I guess. Liverpool ball right there. So Liverpool forget about Bomba Claus. What a sucker. You never get a yellow for that. So it was 60-40 for the longest in this game. And just the last 15 minutes alone is 50-50 now. Liverpool still without a shot on goal though. But it's crazy how them just even up the possession stats like that. And there's an extra man. Liverpool constantly have an extra player. Like, this is amazing. We cannot figure out how to really get around them. Constantly have an extra player. Arteta telling the team to push up, but he's not noticing that there are white shirts behind the man pushing up, so they can't just push. And now the field is stretched and a good switch of play, good closing down, but good control. Here's McAllister running away from two players, and this is good football from Liverpool. They're just controlling the game. Frimpong, Wirtz, Bradley, Wirtz, Frimpong, Wirtz, Bradley, Clinic, Soboslai. Bradley did well to beat Martinelli there. Look like Martinelli might have nicked it from him, but he kept it. Good pass. And well won by Declan. Back to Raya. Raya goes long, and that's one in the air by Kirkes. Here's Zubimendi. Good flicked header. Good flicked header again. Bradley did well to win the second one. Don't foul. Jeez, Timber. Leg off a man's shoulder, man. Lee. Don't like how the second half going at all. Liverpool being the better team, man. It's been a long stretch of time Arsenal hasn't done anything offensive in this game. And we cannot turn them over anywhere on the pitch. Just extra player everywhere. We can't press them and close them down. It's just not good right now. All right, Arsenal, come man. Have a decent little spell now, man. Create a chance. Do something. Gabriel going forward with it. Looking for a pass. Goes wide to Martinelli. Martinelli. What will he do with it? Whips it into the back stick. Easy meat and drink that for Konate. Well done, Rice. Win that, Gabby. Well done, Gabby. Good feet. Good feet. Well done. Saka. No one is in the box. Don't go down the line. No one is in the box. No one is in the box. Poor. Poor. Oh, well won, Zubi. What a guard, man. Everything got to be so perfect in life. Rotted. Well played, Martinelli. Yo. No, man. Of course, after a well played is some foolishness. Know your personnel, man. What kind of ball you send him at Lewis Kelly? Him not fast. Got to measure that pass, man. Martinelli just do a madness and then do a next madness. One good madness and one bad madness, but all madness. Allison basically on vacation this half. Be a goal kick him a take and back pass clearance on him something. Oh, good tackle, Kirk is. Let's see if the coach will take off Saka today because he's not doing anything this half. I think Eze need to come on for Odegaard as well because Odegaard ain't doing nothing to influence the game either. This is where you use your squad. We have made 3 subs, one of which was forced. Maybe he doesn't want to make the last 2 with 15 to go, but something need to change right now, man. We're second best right now to Liverpool in this game. They look the sharper team, they're moving the ball better. You know, they're controlling where the game is being played for the most part. So yeah, I mean the only thing you can say is Liverpool is playing better, but you know, we're keeping them at arm's length right now. They haven't really opened us up, you know. But I just don't like how them dominating the territory like this. And at this point, I think they probably pass us in possession for the game too, which is not a good look. Jeez. Slide top of the box. He usually does better there. That was a wild strike. But again, Lewis Kelly, I don't think him stop Frimpong one time from him come on. I'm more of the Arsenal fans than be honest, you know, man. Like, I hear people saying, you know, Skelly kind of been off this season because he ain't playing. But this started with him at left back from last year, where he wasn't really doing that well. You know, after we beat Madrid in those 2 legs, he wasn't good after that for the season. He ended the season poorly. And there's another giveaway by Skelly. Jeez, man. Wow. McAllister. How? How did you just do that and go through everyone? Liverpool's midfielders are putting on a clinic right now. It must be said. But they have the numerical advantage constantly, it looks like. Look at that 1, 2, 3 players in that space, only 2 Arsenal players. Another area of the pitch, 2 Arsenal players, 3 Liverpool players. So they're just doing well with the space, man. Verts, Soboslai, McAllister, Gravenberg, just intelligent getting into the spaces. And Arsenal can't get close. There it is again. Bradley vacates, Soboslai is there. Easy 1-2. Frimpong whips it into the box. Poor. Not far enough with the clearance though. Here's Bradley. And that's just left by Timber. Goal kick. And now a double sub again. So let's see if I called it. Saka off, Madueke on. And hopefully Odegaard off, Eze on. Gabriel takes the armband. So after 4 games not getting a game, the coach turned to Eze when he needs something. Eze might just look upon him and say, go ahead, I'm not give you nothing. But Eze no business with Arteta and proving nothing to him, you know. Eze want to go World Cup in a while, so him want to play and him want to do something in this game. So the motivation should be high. Just hope him don't press too much because he hasn't been playing. That's a natural instinct to have, you know. Like, I have to do something right away when I get the ball, take on 5-man, score from 50 yards. Hopefully him just playing football and don't think like that, you know. But again, the pockets aren't there. Arsenal, every time they're on the ball, they don't know where to go. Spread the pitch out, man. Make the man them chasing around like they're doing to you. Move. Stop being so static. Move. Cheese and peas. And a poor pass there. The only time we have a spare man is if it's a centre back. Other than that, we don't have any. How is this possible? How can they mark everything? What a good ball to Timber. And now here's Madueke. Can you instantly impact the game? Right foot. Oh my gosh, somebody get there. Gabriel, what man? Good ball by Zubimendi. Timber. Right to Madueke. Beats him easily down the right. Cuts it in back post. Jeez, somebody gamble back post, man. But that's what it takes. Timber has to make a run and you have to try the pass. Can't just play in front of them all day. Good switch of play here to Gakpo. Poor header down. And Madueke can't win it. What the hell, man? Gakpo 1v1. Timber deciding against it. Cuts it inside. Looking for the return. Arsenal had the return covered. So they reset it back to Van Dijk. Konate. Half space again. Wide open. Good tackle this time. Good second tackle again. Cheese and peas. No. Referee, man. That's a foul? Why is that a foul? Why is that a foul, though? I mean, the ball is there to be won. The two of them touch the ball same time. So why is that foul on Jesus? And now Soboslai get the same little area to take a free kick from. After I'm done, set up him calibration now. But I know that about 3 lackluster strike in a row the man take, you know. The law of averages said this half a connect good now, you know. Come on, Ryan, man. Make a save, my boss, please. I think this will go up on target this time. So, me sure. Me almost certain this will go up on target this time. And the angle better for film strike. Because I'm like the dip, the loop over the walls, and can pick out the right side of this wall or left side. Well, to him, looking at it the right side. Oh no. Ooh, just over the top. But you can see him get closer and closer and closer. I don't think he start that wide enough this time though. Yeah, I think Raya would have tipped that over. It wasn't far enough in the corner. Arsenal play short. And you can see they want to get Saliba the ball. But he had to force it around Verts just to give it back to Gabriel now. But it's clear they're saying anybody but anybody. No. They might make sure mark everybody but Gabriel out there. Referee, that's a push. Jeez, what? Ref missed that. Skelly pull him clear as day. Jesus try a thing. Skelly just use him heel and kick Sobos line and face him. See that's clear as day. Skelly I work on a yellow. And should I get it from when he pulled Sobos line a while ago? When him just get the next one. But this is really poor from Arsenal. I have to be clear. We have not done enough in this game to win it at all. It's eerily similar to the first game at Anfield. Like we just didn't do enough to win. And people were all upset that we lost and it was a free kick and this and that. But we didn't do enough in that game to win. And to be fair to the defense, I don't want to slander them. We have kept them at bay from doing anything as well. But just the gameplay itself, it's been not good enough from Arsenal today at all. Especially playing at home. It's a foul. Especially playing at home, you want to be much more dominant, Like first half is much more what you want to see. Domination at least of territory. If you're not going to have a million chances, you want to be the team having the ball more, pushing the other team back. And in the second half, it's been the other way around, which is not good. Especially when you factor in that these men should be tired. They haven't really used, I don't think, have they made a sub today? Good turn from Skelly. Good ball from Skelly as well. Jeez, Martinelli, you can't keep the ball on the ground, man. Gosh. He's offside? Really? Who got a yellow now? Oh, Verts for pulling Skelly. Or maybe it's the guy on the bench. I don't know. Some Liverpool coach look pissed off. Gone back to the bench and put him on camera now, so look like him say something, I don't know. Where's the skull? Jesus a piss you off too? You should have dropped down Gakpo, you would have get it. Has he touched the ball yet? No. Give him the fucking ball, let him just touch it, no man. Jesus, what are we doing? Why can't we play football? Calma, what? The game are done. You talk about calma. Yo, I can't take that coach more while, man. Figure out why it's happening, man, and stop talking about calma. You go on with calma till the man them win the game 1-0. Calma, you bumbo. Time for calma was when the game start, brother. No calma now, brother. Go feed. Slot out tactic the man today. See it clear as day. Arsenal cannot even keep the ball for 2 minutes. Not about 2 minutes, 20 seconds. We cannot put together 20-second worth of play. The minute Liverpool push up the line and stop sit back, we have not been able to do anything. Timber and Gakpo are brethren, so no beef there. So Timber avoids getting a yellow as well, which is good. I think he's been lucky a few times to not get a yellow. But I think him is one of those players the refs usually give the benefit because I'm so mild-mannered, him not really talk much. I'm not say nothing. I'm not show up referee, him just kind of play, most of the time at least. Very rarely you see him have anything to say. He just play football. Saliba. What the heck, man? Arsenal are just late, like a touch late, everything. Close down. They're not quite getting all the way there. Eza can't touch the ball, none at all. That's poor from Van Dijk. What the hell was he doing? Both teams look like them want draw. Yo, what we get a yellow card for waste time and the game are drawing all? Man, play, man, damn. You cannot get it to him, so just go to Gabriel, man. Damn, they're giving you the Gabriel. Jeez. Bro, how is it that this one man Soboslai can close down a ball to Gabriel then to Miles Kelly? How we move the ball so slow? My youth? Oh, mad star. The hell is going on? Yellow card to McAllister. There's a turn him. McAllister was not going for that run. So I'm just pull him down. Yellow card. Maybe the easiest tonight. That one and the Trossard one. Martinelli 1v1. At this point, Frimpong playing right wing back. Him and Martinelli get the match up there. Bradley going more central. Here's Eza. First time getting it in the attacking third. Goes wide to Madueke. Madueke had one dangerous cross already today. Goes by Madueke, goes by Kirkes, but has to pull up. Drops it back in the half space here. Saliba decides not to cross it. Back to Madueke. Can Madueke get something into the box? Let's see. Madueke, 1v1. Back to Saliba. Saliba clips it back post. Jesus got up well for the header, but headed right to Alisson. Alisson going quickly, looking for Frimpong, and that's good tracking by Eza. And Eza will win it and hold on to it as well. Here is Zubimendi Rice telling him to push forward with the football. Good idea. Here's Skelly. Martinelli 1v1, this time with Bradley. Can he take him on? Looks like he's going to take him for a run. He does. Getting double now. Goes through the legs of Bradley, far post. And you can't beat Alisson from there. But Martinelli saw his name in lights. We're 1 minute into the 4 minutes of stoppages. This game is meandering to a 0-0 draw. That Nkapie came off in 56 minutes of piss me off, man. Just ruined my fantasy day. Have Gabriel and Timber, so at least I get some of the points, but Jano, if they keep it, because who knows, we might concede as well. It's not like this game tie up at all. Play the ball now, brother. Jeez, I'm going to dribble till next week. Jesus, control the fucking ball now, man. It doesn't matter that he's 8 feet tall. If you trip him, it's a foul. You can't. Ah, boy. Uh-oh. I think Bradley is injured, bro. Don't throw the ball in him injured. At least have some class about yourself. Nobody play the game. No Martinelli, move away from them now. Jesus. Bro, get away. Everybody get away, man. Keep your heads, man. Get away. Yo, everybody, yo, let go ball now. Man, need twist up a while ago, star. Martinelli, a real put. Man, drop the ball upon him. Then the man injured. And you push him off of the field. Bro, the man fucking injured and they make it worse. Yo, Martinelli, a real junk right now, man. Watch out. Ah, that didn't look good at all. Then the man make him knee twist again when he push him. Yo. Yeah, I think that's really bad for Bradley there, you know. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be good for him. That injury there don't look good at all. Gomez on for him late. Game is practically done though. I think that injury happened with maybe 2 minutes left, so this game should run till about 96 or maybe even 97 because there should be 2 minutes left of injury time based on my calculation. But let's see. Jesus down to one fuck from company field. So we got 90 minutes worth of striker play, 95 and a half minutes worth of striker play. Nothing from none of them. To be fair, we don't get nothing from any attackers today, to be honest. Everybody very blah. Madweke. Look like a you one want to try do a thing, you know. Corner. All right. Come. See goal now. See goal now. Set piece FC. Go and goal by Van Dijk. Are you if you take a corner, Madueke? Where you go? Are you left footed, brother? Kick the corner, bro. Blood clot. Brother, you come on for soccer, brother. Soccer not off the field, brother. Odegaard not off the field. Take the damn responsibility. Take the damn corner. I didn't swing our play. Sure. You say Arteta have them brother training, man. Man, look over to the bench first and make sure. Come on, Madueke. Quality. It's too high. Okay. Oh, big Gabby. And that will end the damn game. Oh, Gabriel Jesus would have missed. So good jump. Man, just never read the curl upon it enough. Watch the media tap on the touchline and bend down and go on like say at the game. Well, Liverpool will leave the happier team. Arsenal did not take advantage of anything. Arteta talking to refs for what I don't know. But we'll listen to his post-match and see what he might cuss about. But man, if you go in a locker room and looking at the mirror and cuss himself. Because 96-minute play and I don't think him figure out slot press yet. But Liverpool will feel good about this. Morally, they took what? 4 points off 4 points off Arsenal, and they have a 6-point lead in the Prem. So that will give them confidence going into the final stretch of the season, knowing that them beat Arsenal once and then came to Arsenal Stadium and draw 0-0 as well. So big win for them. Horrible result, I think, for Arsenal, to be honest. People probably going to pretty it up and say we never lose and this and that. But I mean, it's one thing to lose to draw 0-0, but the performance, man, it was so lackluster. I'm expecting the second half to come out and really do something. And trust me, we just never got going in that half at all. Liverpool was the far better team. So let's just take a quick look at the stats before I run out of the place. As I said, later on we'll forward with the full review of the week's fixtures. Look at the interesting thing here: 60-40 first half, second half 65-35, a complete flip. So why would that happen on your home patch? Why is that even possible to happen? 52-48 overall, Liverpool had the edge. You see the expected goals, Liverpool just at 0.36, Arsenal just at 0.57. Only the one big chance created. Which chance did they count as a big chance? I wonder. Probably Gabriel's chance, at the end of the game, It's got to be. Oh, maybe Jesus header, but yeah, I'm not. Let me see who they actually gave it to. If they gave Jesus a mischance, or I think they gave Jesus the mischance. No, so they did give Gabriel then. Yeah, so they gave Gabriel the biggest chance, even though Jesus one was a little bit higher expected goals. But that's not good enough from the Gunners, man. Not good enough. Let's go through the stats though. 9 shots to 8. 4 saves for Alisson, none for Raya in the day. Didn't have to make one. No shots on target for Liverpool. 4 to Arsenal. They did hit the woodwork though. At the end, two yellow cards for one each for both teams. Touches in opponent box doubled up by Arsenal. You see the percentage of the possession definitely big time got more even, more in the middle third overall. First half was heavily tilted towards Liverpool's half that they were defending. The duels got even as well as the game progressed. Liverpool unstoppable with the dribbles today, 8 out of 10. And interestingly enough, Arsenal had double the entries in the first half. By the end of the game, Liverpool has 11 more final third entries. So, I mean, a complete. That was the maddest flip I've ever seen of an away team in the second half. Just changing how the game is played altogether, like ridiculous. Um, but Allison probably still their man of the match, or one of the defenders, I would think. Yeah, Allison got the highest rating, 7.8. Kirk is very solid today. I have to give it to him. It was not an issue. I think Bradley looked a little more susceptible, and you could see second half whenever we were attacking, Frimpong was always out there doing the defending, and Bradley would slide a bit more central. I didn't want to isolate him over there. But Kirkes did a really good job on Saka, blocking shots, blocking crosses, just making him have to go back instead of taking him on a lot of the times. That Declan Rice tired a lot in that second half. Zubimendi didn't tire, and probably was our best outfield player. I would have to agree with that. Him or Gabriel, I'd probably give it to. Saliba, without the mistake in the first half, could have been up there as well. And I thought Timber was really good. I do think that when Skelly came on, even though he has a little slightly higher rating than Nkapie for the game, I think that was a part of the problem. I think once that happened, you could see we were vulnerable on that side. So the hope is that Nkapie is nothing serious. He was pulling it looked like he was pulling around the back there of his leg, so that's another hamstring. Hopefully it's just tightness and it's nothing that he pulled. He did walk off the field, so that's a good sign. It probably was very precautionary to get him out of there. So yeah, we have to wait and see the extent of that injury. But Nkapie and Skelly are the two left backs that are really left fit. Obviously, Calafiori is still out of there, not sure when he will return. But for Liverpool, I think Verts had a really influential game, just ball retention wise, getting in the pockets. Didn't really do much offensively to like cause a goal threat or anything, but I just think him, Soboslai, McAllister, Gravenberg especially were huge keys to the ball possession being flipped in that second half and just the overall momentum in the game being flipped. But they just did an excellent job of providing the extra person, playing out of pressure. Arsenal just could not really squeeze. In the first half they were doing a much better job squeezing, winning the ball in the middle third, even in the attacking third. None of that in the second half. They could not get a glove on them. They were creating the extra man in all phases. And yeah, it's just something that Arteta will have to look at the game and say, what the hell did this Liverpool do to us in the second half? Because I'm sure he would not want to play many halves like that one again for the entire season. So, not the result I wanted today. I'm not going to lie to you and act like, okay, we still have a 6-point lead, so I'm good. No, I would have loved to see us, press forward some kind of advantage, but yeah, it just wasn't there today. So still unbeaten at home, 9 wins, two draws, but that draw today and the draw against Man City, especially in that first half when Liverpool was really playing a low block, saying, come and get us, for us not to create more than we did in those two games is really not a good sign going into the end of this season, when obviously in all the competitions, the teams you're facing are going to be more difficult. So I think this weekend just leaves us with more questions than answers, really. When you look at the top 3 teams, all 3 teams held to draws, so no difference there at the top of the table. And to be honest, besides Brentford and Newcastle that are in the top 6 now, everybody else in this area pretty much lost this weekend or drew, besides Fulham. So, it's a couple ways to look at it. Some would say it would be worse to drop points and Man City and Villa won. Others would say these are the weekends when you have to drive home the advantage. You've waited, you've seen the teams play, they've dropped points, and then you don't, solidify the weekend by getting 3 points. You actually keep the lead right where it was before the week. So that will be the big disappointment. We're going to a time now where Arsenal play 2 games prior to playing in the Premier League again. We have Portsmouth in the FA Cup on, what's that, the 11th? So that's what, Sunday? Yeah, that's Sunday the 11th at 9. Then we have the EFL Cup on Wednesday at 3. That's Chelsea Arsenal. I might be able to bring that one as a watch along. I think I should be able to. And then we return to Premier League next weekend, and that's when Liam Rossignol will be bringing. No, sorry, return to the Premier League against Forest at the City Ground on the 17th. So that is next week, Saturday. So 4 fixtures between now and the 17th of Jan. Only one of those being a Premier League game against Forest. Then we have Inter away in the Champions League, and then Man United at home. After that, in the Premier League, and then we'll close out the Champions League on the 28th at home to Kairat, and then a tough game at Ellen Road to close out January against Leeds. 10 o'clock kickoff there. So some tough fixtures, winnable games, yes, but at this stage of the season, you can't really count any game like that. One thing that's disappointing about today as well, Arsenal had a nice run of 7 games in a row in the league going. I'm sorry, in our competitions going. 5 wins in the league in a row. That comes to an end again at the hands of Liverpool, as they are able to get a 0-0 draw at the Emirates. And I'm sure, even though it doesn't do much for their title aspirations, just that feel-good factor of having a good push and end to the season, definitely solidifying top 4 is what they would want to be seeing happening now. And I think that draw should give them a bit of confidence going forward, especially knowing that they're going to get some attacking players back probably soon. So that's pretty much it, people, from me. As I said, lackluster performance. Can't really say much to the damn Liverpool fans today because they came in short-handed and honestly were the better team in the second half, especially. So, look, it is what it is, people. We move. We have to take the point. That's what we get. But I think a lot of things need to be looked at for this team moving forward, because, you know, it's pretty clear that when we play the top teams in the division, that separation isn't there from us to them. That would make you think there's that separation based on the points table. But yeah, it looks like this season is going to be won or lost by us winning the other games, because we have been able to get 3 points against most of the teams we're supposed to beat, whereas some of our opponents and closest rivals for the title haven't been able to do so, but have been playing the big teams well. Now, the good thing is we aren't really losing to the big teams either, because well, our 2 losses came to the team in what, 4th now and 3rd. I haven't lost to the 2nd place team, even though we drew at home. So, you know, those 3 teams are who have really, of the top teams, are who have taken points off of us. Of course, we drew to Sunderland as well, which was a tough result at the time. People were kind of laughing at that result, but they have held many teams in the division to draws or worse at their stadium. So I think when you look back at the season, that draw at Sunderland won't be so bad. But we'll see how much the 2 points drop to City at home and the 2 points drop to Liverpool today factor into the end of the season in May. And if we're looking back saying we have to do better in those games if we really want to lift the title. But it is what it is. I think if we had won today, people would be going overboard saying the title is ours to lose and blah, blah, blah. Maybe this just keeps us grounded moving forward, trying to find a positive from it, but really there are none. Arteta, Arsenal, you guys need to really look inward and figure out what is the disconnect when we're playing a game like today, why we can't have the same type of performance, why we can't sustain any kind of dominance, what really is going on tactically with this team, because Liverpool might have showed teams, you know, how to really nullify us. I think it was clear the tactic was let Gabriel get the ball in the build-up, decrease the amount of times they play from Gabriel to Rice or to Zubimendi, force him to go to the fullback. Once the fullback gets it, press them to where they can't even play the pass to the winger. And that's pretty much what they were doing. And we could not break that down from minute 1 to 96. I think there was 2 times where our passing actually broke down the lines in the entire game. And that's not enough. So people, I'm gonna take a little break from YouTube for a few hours. I will return tonight though. We have the review show in full to bring you, where we'll have the reveal of the score predictions. I will break down all the games, talk about talking points from the week, and also have a slight look ahead to the FA Cup weekend. I won't be doing any predictions for the FA Cup, but we'll look at the games and just kind of pick them in real time and have some fun with it. Definitely to my reggae boys, reggae girls, youth teams fans, Jason Gooner has not forgotten about you. I know that we had a big press conference yesterday that happened. I'm still compiling information from that in terms of just some research of some of the players I saw in the team, some of the coaches' names and stuff I saw in the coaching staff. So I can give you a nice proper breakdown of everything from my perspective. So look out for that at some point this weekend, because like I said, the EPL is on a break, so I won't have the regular EPL weekend content to bring. So that open up some time slot now to go ahead and give a synopsis of what I heard in the press conference from our new interim head coach, Rudolph Speed. So if you are a Jamaica fan and you know this channel based on that, I haven't forgotten about you guys. We're going to forward with the content, the fire content, with my breakdown and thoughts on the direction that it looks like the coach is going with his team heading into this crucial intercontinental playoff in March. But people, thanks so much for tuning in. Let me just make a check here. A lot of you did say that you liked the video, so we greatly appreciate that. Hopefully we can get this video between the two platforms up over about 50 likes. I know sometimes on watch alongs the likes aren't as much as you would like them to be, but we still have to ask for them same way. And yeah, it's free 99 people, so it don't cost you $1. All right, but people, point shared, Arsenal still with a 6-point gap as we had going into the weekend, so not much has changed. What's that? 21 weeks, so we have 18 more fixtures, no, 17 more fixtures to go. And yeah, we'll see what happens when May 24th arrives and where we are then. But until then, people, my name is Jason Gooner. This is Jason Gooner TV. We just watched the Gunners draw 0-0 with Liverpool, the title holders, and it was lackluster. We're going to be honest. It's a game that I can forget as soon as I'm done. But since I'm an analyst, I won't. I will watch it back some more, take a deep dive into the analytics, and I'll be back later to give you a full breakdown of this game as well as the 9 others that were played this midweek. All right, people, big up on yourselves again. Thanks so much, and make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications so you know when we're live at all times or when we drop content. Thanks again for the support. Jason Gooner TV. I'm Jason Gooner. Big up on yourselves. Fell short today, Gooners, but still, come on, you Gooners.